sports betting very seriously for the past 5 years. This year I'm up over $200,000. So this verified bet tracker that I use is called Pickett Sports. And essentially all it does is it reads in your bets from all sports books and then shows you your profit and loss. But regardless, I've been betting on sports really seriously for 5 years, so I kind of wanted to go through, and I think it's helpful to explain how did I get into the world of sharp, profitable sports betting? What are some things I learned, some tips and strategies that have been helpful along the way? And that's what we're going to do in this video. So if you enjoy this type of content on sharp, data-driven sports betting, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and also let me know other video ideas you have. But anyways, growing up, I loved sports. I was a big fan of sports. I played sports, although I wasn't very good, and I loved watching the Washington football teams. So I'm from Virginia. So I'm a big Commanders, Washington football team, Washington Redskins fan, as well as the Nationals and the Wizards. And in school, I was always good at math, but really I never gambled until I got into college. So once I got into college, where I was studying math, kind of computer stuff, I started playing poker for fun. Some friends, maybe my freshman year of college, introduced me to poker, and I really liked it, right? Because the mathematical appeal, learning poker strategy, the math behind it, how much should you raise, when should you call versus when should you fold, I thought was really exciting. And just putting down money to win money, risking capital for a return, I thought was really exciting. So in college, on weekends, I would spend a lot of time going to casinos, playing poker, but really it started out with poker YouTube videos. Like I spent thousands of hours watching poker YouTubers, professional poker players kind of go through the math, optimal betting strategy, and that really appealed to me, right? I wasn't playing slots, some stupid game with no skill component. I wanted to make money. I, am decent at math, so I really got attracted to the idea of playing poker. So I got really into it. I played a lot of poker. Granted, I wasn't the best player in the world, but I spent a lot of time learning about poker. Started out going to casinos, just playing the minimum hand. And as I saw, hey, I'm pretty good at this, I started ramping up my bet size as I got more educated in poker strategy. But while I was in college, I didn't really have any money, so I realized I had to get a job. And I started looking at, what do people do full time after college? I didn't want a boring job, so trading appealed to me, right? If you think about what is trading, if you take a job on Wall Street or at a hedge fund, what are you as a trader? You're just a full-time gambler in financial markets, right? For the most part, you're not gambling your own money. So I took my job at Susquehanna International Group, which is one of the top trading firms in the US, if not the top trading firm. It's an amazing place to work, but regardless, I wanted to gamble. I knew I liked poker. I knew I was good at math. So I wanted a full-time job where I got a stable income that kind of had those components. So what I learned, just kind of talking to people who worked in trading, is basically you're just a full-time gambler. You're gambling the firm's money. So in the case of Susquehanna, I'm gambling the founder's money and for an expected return. So I thought that was really exciting. I worked at a bunch of different trading firms. I interned at a bunch of different trading firms before I ultimately took a full-time job in trading. And I thought Susquehanna International Group, which by the way is the most amazing company in the world, I highly recommend anybody who loves to gamble, you consider applying there. You literally get to play poker at work because they are huge believers in understanding the math behind gambling. Right? So what I mean by that is trading is very mathematical. It's very data driven. So when I started out at Susquehanna or SIG, they literally don't even let you trade. They don't let you actually trade for like the first year. I mean, they are teaching you all sorts of stuff about the math behind trading, how options work, optimal strategy, right? Like this is a science. I learned that gambling is a science. There's no luck, there's no BS. These firms are printing billions of dollars in profit a year, the top trading firms, the top investment banks, and it is a science, right? Nobody is waking up and just saying, Oh, well, I think I'll buy Facebook today. That's not how trading works. It's very mathematical, data driven. You have to learn a lot about probability, markets, managing risk. So long story short, I started my job at Susquehanna. So I would go to work, and I was working in Philadelphia. So in Pennsylvania is kind of where the firm is. And I would spend my entire day gambling in financial markets, other people's money. I was an options trader. And then I would get home from work and I would play poker.